everyone. I'm Sahil. So me and my team are here to give you some basic idea on the topic health and environment. So these both are the topic for which there are many rallies done and many people write slogans on them that how to maintain a healthy lifestyle or how to prevent our environment to save our human life. So me and my team describe you some points and views that how you can maintain a good life good and healthy lifestyle and how to prevent the global warming and the other effects which are going on our environment and how to save our environment from that. And next we prepared a small ppt to give you some basic idea on these topic. So my team will start first.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Jakar, and my topic is what is health? Health is a state of complete physically, mentally, and social well being, and not merely the absence of disease and infirmity. In 1986, the WHO made further classifications a resource for everyday life, not the object of living. Health is a positive concept enhancing social and personal resources as well as physical capacities. A healthful lifestyle provides the means to lead a full life with meaning and purpose. There are two types of health. Mental and physical health are probably the two most frequently discussed types of health. Physical health. A person who has good physical health is likely to have bodily function and processes work at their peak. This is not only due to an absence of disease, regular exercise, balanced nutrition, medical treatment to maintain the balance when necessary. Mental health. Good physical health, mental health is not only categorized by absence of depression, anxiety, or another disorder. It also depends on a personal ability to enjoy life, bounce back after difficulties experienced, and adapt, feel safe and secure. A mental illness such as depression or anxiety can affect body weight and overall function. It is important to approach health as a whole rather than as a series of separate factors. That's all.
Good afternoon to all. So next topic is mine. I am Tanit Thapar, and my topic is balanced and imbalanced diet. First of all, the balanced diet, the diet which maintains the stability among the body elements, is called the balanced diet. And unbalanced diet, the diet which disturbs the balance among the body, is called the unbalanced diet. The A balanced diet contains all the types of foods in a right proportion, including carbohydrates, proteins, and fats, etc. This is the diet that contains sufficient amount of you can say sufficient amount of nutrients. And in unbalanced diet, a list of diet that contains little amount of all these carbohydrates, fats are called uh, unbalanced diet. Most of the people in our world have an unbalanced diet. These people mostly eat carbohydrates, the body fats, etc.
How to maintain a healthy lifestyle. Physical fitness is not the solely basis of being healthy. Being healthy means mentally and emotionally fit. Being healthy should be a part of our overall lifestyle. Living a healthy lifestyle can prevent from our chronic diseases and long-term illnesses. Feeling good about yourself and taking care of your health are important for our self-esteem and our self-image. A power of attitude. A positive attitude can boost your energy, heightens your inner strength, inspire others. Then we can say that about junk food and sweets. So to maintain a healthy lifestyle, then we have to take the proper nutrition. Good nutrition is often the first line to defense from the many diseases and including peripheral neuropathy. Maintain a regular exercise routine. You don't need to have to focus yourself into intense workout at the gym, but not you need to keep as active as you possible. You can stick to your easy floor exercise and swimming, walking, and or simply keep yourself moving by doing some household activities. Drink plenty of water, which helps us to make hydrated. Sleep well to that our bodies could recover.
So hello everyone, I'm Sahil, I'm back. So I will tell you about importance of health. So importance of health is very important. So to protect us from diseases. So if we eat healthy food, do some exercise, and that will help us to lead to build in a good immune system that will help us to protect from diseases. It will optimizes our performance. So if we are feeling lazy and we are feeling bored, we want to do something, but our body not allow us to do that because our mental strength is weak. We are feeling very lazy and our body is paining. So if we are eating good food and do some health exercises, so because of that, that will lead us to do better performance. We can do some work very easily and actively. We can perform well in that. It will be, and the next point is build confidence. So build confidence is very important nowadays. If we are confident for doing something, and if we are saying something, you are confident about that, people will listen to you and appreciate you for that. So building confidence is very good. And if we are having a very good mindset, that will lead you to build a good confidence. So the next is maintaining a healthy weight. So not only eating good food and having a proper diet will lead you to maintain a healthy weight. For that, you need to do some exercise. I'm not saying that go to gym, pick heavy weight and build huge muscles. If you're not want to go to gym, just stay at home, uh, wake up in the morning early, do some yoga or cardio at home. That will also help you to maintain a healthy weight. So move to the next slide, please. So why health is important during these days? As you all know, this is a time of the pandemic. Each and everyone is saying wash your hands and wear mask. Instead of we need to follow these rules, but when we are home, we need to eat a proper diet. Having a good diet will lead you to having a good immune system, and for that we can also do some exercise. By if we are doing exercise also, that will also increase our immune system. So with that, we can save ourselves from this pandemic, and we will stay safe and be happy. So thank you.
Okay, so now we are going to talk about health and environment. Why are they connected? How are they connected? As we all know, environment is all our surroundings. All health is closely linked with environment. Uh, our health can be affected by air or the water we drink, and these all come in environment. As we these days we can see global warming and pollution increasing. The water is contaminated, the air is contaminated. It all leads to many diseases that could lead to even some humans death. So we can say we are closely intertwined with each other, the health and environment factor. So health is other examples that I can give you is that if the air we breathe is polluted, it can cause damage to our lungs. It can cause diseases like asthma or cancer. So this can all lead to a person's death or not a certain good lifestyle that we want in our life. So can you please move to the next slide?
So, next is what is an environment? The natural environment encompasses includes all the living beings and non-living beings, which means that also includes the artificial ones. The term is most often applied to the earth or some parts of the earth. This environment encompasses the interaction of all the living species, climate, weather, natural resources, and that affect human survival and the economic activities. Next is in contrast to the natural environment is the built environment in such areas where humans have fundamentally transformed landscapes such as urban settings and agriculture land conversations. The natural environment is greatly changed into a simplified human environment. Even acts which seems less extreme, such as buildings a mud hut and a photovoltaic system in a desert. So the Next slide. This will be explained by my friend Manam.
So now talking about, I want to talk about some real life incidents that causes that are interlinked between environment and health. These can be, you can say, the Swachh Bharat Abhiyan that is going right now is closely related to environment, saving our environment, and how it is right now. So, and other things that we know about a popular uh, environmentalist is the Greta Thunberg, who is just a school girl, high school girl, who is protesting for the climate due to the climate change, and the political parties are doing nothing about it. The as we all know, climate change can lead to, you can say, extinction of humans. It is that major cause of our that causes damage to our planet. So I think these are some real life incidents that we are affected in day-to-day lives, and we should all, you know, to come together and actually try to do something better for our planet. And instead of giving something for in help of climate change, we should rather prevent it to help our future generation build and live as happily as we can right now.
So next is the importance of a healthy environment. The it is very crucial that we know the importance of the healthy environment. A clean and hygienic environment is very essential to a healthy living. Therefore, we must protect and keep it safe to ensure that nature's balance on Earth. The natural environment plays a very vital role in the existence of life on Earth. A healthy environment helps human beings to and animals to and other living organisms to grow and develop naturally. Shadrick.
Yes, I can hear you. Okay, good afternoon, everyone. Okay, in continuation with our topic, I will be covering. Okay, good afternoon, my fellow classmates and my fellow listeners. Okay, in continuation with our topic, environmental and health issues. So, I'm going to discuss on the issue about environmental degradation. So, firstly, what is environmental degradation? Okay, environmental degradation, it is when our land, lose its own value, or it is the deterioration of the environment through the depletion of our resources such as air, water, soil, and other minerals. So this environmental degradation also come in various forms, such as the destruction of our ecosystems and also habitat destruction and extinction of wildlife. So mostly we are going to discuss on the major causes of environmental degradation. So our major causes, firstly, is modern urbanization, like the growth of urban towns. Like, so there will be requirement for space for building new houses, new buildings. So hence this one will also result in environmental degradation, since it will result in the cutting down of trees, trying to create some more space. And also the other major reason for environmental degradation is on the major cause is on pollution. So pollution, all the major forms of pollution such as air, water, and land and noise pollution comes all together to cause environmental degradation. Hence, air pollution will also result also in health issues. Then the other one is like wildfires, like burning of forests. It also result in land degradation, and as this will result in destruction of vegetation. Then the other major cause is on deforestation. As you know, deforestation, it is the cutting down of trees, and this also result in deterioration of our resources, our natural resources. Then the other one is on overstocking. Overstocking will also result in environmental degradation as the as our livestock or cattle, sheep will exceed the carrying capacity of our fields. Hence, this will result in overgrazing and also destruction of the land. Then the other one is also on industrialization. Like industrialization, it comes in the form of, so as we know, industries they discharge a lot of smoke, like a lot of carbon dioxide and carbon monoxide, which will then also affect our environment, which will impact the ozone layer, which will later on result in global warming. So we can also move on to the effects. So I can discuss in short the major effects of environmental degradation, as it can also impact our health, loss of biodiversity, ozone layer depletion, and also loss of tourism and economic impact. And this also will result in high temperatures, which will also result in low rainfall, which will later on ended up in result in drought. So that's all. So I can hand over to my colleagues. Thank you for listening.
How to maintain a healthy environment? Firstly reduce, reuse, and recycle. Because of the recent reports of chemical contaminants in bottled water, many of the people become concerned about drinking water from disposable plastic bottles, and especially about using a plastic bottle to feed infants. Beyond the possible health concerns, buying bottled water is ridiculous use of plastic and incredible waste of money. A better option, we can use a stainless steel uh, bottle to carry water, or for the hot beverages use a thermos. Like we have to reduce, reuse, and recycle, so that to avoid the wastage of the resources, as the resources are very less in the environment. And then plant more and more trees, which provides us the clean air, and helps to maintain the ecosystem. Then we have to educate the people, and how and tell them about the benefits, and many things, so that they should preserve the environment. Thank you.
Okay, as I before told you some real life examples, now I will tell you about the real life what we can do to help our environment. And as started by our Prime Minister Mr. Narendra Modi, the Swachh Bharat Abhiyan, we can people across all India are participating in it. They are trying to keep our cities, our states, our country clean to help reduce the damage that we have done to our environment. Even if we keep Swachh Bharat Abhiyan aside, there are many NGOs, or you can say group of peoples that go to beaches or lakes and clean them just because they want to save our planet, and just because they want to give the future generation a better planet, and not something they can't live on. So I will just tell you about some other things that you can do now. Then simple things that we can do is, as we have read from starting, we can grow trees. We can, like cutting of trees is very common, as talked about in environmental degradation talked by Shedrick. It is very common now these days. So trees are there that help the environment to maintain a certain degree of healthy lifestyle in our lives. So we can help that, and we can also help by reducing the wastage by factories or industrial wastage. That can be reduced. As we all know, electric car is there now to reduce air pollution. So we are going on we are taking small steps, but we are going on the way to save our environment, because we know it is important for us right now and for our future generations. So effects on environment during lockdown. I will tell you about some effects that the environment had during lockdown. As we all know, last year the whole country, or we can say the whole world, was in a lockdown. But so it led to a better phase in the environment, a better phase for the environment. Pollution reduced considerably, in air, in water, everywhere pollution was reduced. Like for example, we can take a local example, that is Delhi. There was a high level of pollution in the year before, that is 2019. But in 2020 March, April, or at the time of when the lockdown was strict, the air started becoming better, and many people could live there in a better way and have a better lifestyle as compared to before. And talking about wildlife and habitat, it also affected many animals, as we could see some of the, you can say, very endangered species on roads or jungles that could not be found easily before, just because humans were locked down in their houses. They started to roam the city or on the roads, and that was a very good time for the environment, you can say. So that few months, 5 to 6 months, the environment was in the best phase or best quality as compared to a previous decade or so. So I think the lockdown has showed us that if we limit our resources, there are limited resources. So if we save them, then only we can have a healthy future.
Good afternoon, everyone. Now I will discuss about how COVID-19 and lockdown affect on our environment. COVID-19 is the most recognized as the most tempting challenge and largest tragedy after the World Second. The symptom of COVID-19, which affect different types of different peoples. Most infected peoples will develop mild to moderate illness and recover without hospitals. Most common symptoms of COVID fever, uh, dry cough, tiredness, and less common symptoms of headache, loss of taste or smell, pain. At least serious symptoms of COVID-19 at a last stage like difficulty breathing or shortness of breath, uh, chest pain. It also affects the environment because the symptoms used to spread in air, which can affect other also, which can lead to negative impact on environment as well as health. COVID-19 has brought at least several effects on the environment and climate due to movement restrictions and a significant slowdown of the social and economic activities. Air quality has improved, and a reduction in water pollution in different parts of the world. The spread of coronavirus infections have experienced noticeable decline in pollution and greenhouse gases emissions. Even lockdown has reduced the environment pollution uh, drastically worldwide. Decreasing GHG during a short period is now a sustainable way to improve our environment.
Now I hope you had you understood some of the problems that we are facing, and some of how we can how environment is linked with our health lifestyle. So I hope you in a future, in the coming days, we or coming months or years, we can do something better for environment, only because that will only help us live a healthy lifestyle and better lifestyle as compared to the one we are living right now. Because if we continue like this, the wastage will only increase and it will only have a bad impact on us. So I hope you understand like this seminar. Thank you for being with us. uh,
Thank
I
you,
would like to
everyone.
say thank you from behalf of my team.